February 2025. So that's fun. I will mention something here first that technically is from the end of one of the comic books today, but it's kind of news. Basically, there's just a confirmation at the end of Gotham by Gaslight that there is, in fact, the second miniseries coming in 2025. Not in this Solicits, though, so the earliest it's going to be is March. But we'll talk about that more when we actually talk about that book.
Which we kind of guessed just based off of pacing.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it was originally announced as a 12-issue book, and more than anything, having now read issue 6, it's very clear this was never meant to even be, like, the end of a chapter. It just kind of feels like, it genuinely feels that we're just waiting for issue 7 now. Yep. But for whatever reason, maybe to give the artist time to get ahead, whatever, they've named it 2 different books to spread it out. So, anywho, February Solicits for 2025. We'll just go through them as we normally do, and we'll see what goodies are in here. So first up, we got Justice League Unlimited issue 4. This is Mark Waid and Dan Mora. I hate that these images are, like, I can still click on them and make them bigger, but they're smaller by default. I never used to have to do that, but they're really small right now. We got Batman 157, which is still Chip Zdarsky. Which I don't know, but admittedly, I'm not surprised. It's not like I was expecting him to be gone. I'm just, I keep waiting to see Zdarsky's final issue, like in the Solicits, just to cheer me up. We have Absolute Batman issue 5. We have Superman 23, which who's that on the cover there?
That's what I'm trying to see.
Oh, it's Doomsday.
Oh, it is. He's just it's the new slimmer trimmer.
Yeah, it's the Ozempic Doomsday.
Yes.
We got Absolute Superman issue 4. We have Wonder Woman issue 80. It's possible there's nothing new here, and I'm just going to be listing books for the next while, but occasionally saying, hey, that's a cool cover. But yeah, Wonder Woman 18 is there. We got Absolute Wonder Woman issue 5 with Hayden Sherman on art. That's not the same artist as the first.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
It is.
Okay, fair enough.
It's Hayden Sherman.
That's just my memory playing up. We have Justice League The Atom Project issue 2. This is John Ridley and Ryan Parrott, with art by Mike Perkins. I forgot this was announced last month, which is a tradition here. We always forget what the new mini series were.
But we're like, oh, Mike Perkins art. Okay, we're here.
Zatanna issue 1. So here's something new. And this does actually say issue 1 of 6. So they're actually telling us right now this is a 6-issue miniseries, which I appreciate. So this is Jamal Campbell, both writing and drawing this Zatanna series. So yeah, Zatanna Zatara, Mistress of Magic, is back on tour. She's got her stage crew back together and is looking forward to a new, less chaotic chapter of life. However, her plans are disrupted before they even begin when her stage crew is abducted by a ghostly new adversary, the Lady White. Now, Zatanna is plunged into machinations of tricks, swords, and curses that threaten her to tear her apart from the inside out. Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Yeah. The plot doesn't sound anything special from that description, but I mean, who's to say how it'll actually feel once we read it. New Gods issue 3. This is the Ram V series that's starting in December, so that's coming. Aquaman issue 2, new ongoing book by Jeremy Adams, and this is again a $6 48-page book. So, and interesting that issue 2 is also going to be that size.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like there's any backups or anything, right? Like,
doesn't seem like it based on credits or anything.
Jeremy Adams, John Timms are the only ones really listed, so that's interesting.
I mean, there was a surprise extra backup in Action this week, so I mean, I guess they're just experimenting with formats.
True.
Green Lantern Corps issue 1. Oh, here's something juicy. So, yeah, written by Jeremy Adams and Morgan Hampton, which doesn't seem like it's 2 separate stories because it's normal page count, which would make me think that Adams is sort of plotting and then Morgan Hampton, because Adams, of course, is still doing Green Lantern, as we're going to see in the next Solicit. So, but this seems to be the rest of the characters. This is Guy, it's Kyle, it's Jess, it's John, it's Joe, Kelly, and Simon all on the cover there. So, I mean, this is cool. Obviously, we like the idea of a second Green Lantern book to go around the rest of the characters. It would be nice if they sort of rotated around who got the solo book for a while, so it wasn't always just Hal, but I'm certainly not mad at this existing.
I always like when the Green Lantern Corps book exists on its own to see what the other Green Lanterns are up to. Not just the Earth Lanterns, which we have a plethora of it now. Like we have a whole Justice League of just Green Lanterns from Earth, right? So I liked it back before it started crossing over, you know, in the Sinestro Cold War, where we were just checking in on different members of the Green Lantern Corps and it had its own cast of characters. So maybe that's what this one's going to do too, right? We're having all of these guys assembled.
I get what you're saying, but like there's so many Earth Lanterns now that so many people are attached to that I feel like you have to devote the book to all those characters because, like, yeah, I want to see Kyle, Jess, and Joe do stuff. Like, I feel like I've gotten withdrawal from them. So, but it's interesting though that Adams is involved in this book as well. Whether or not he's staying on it or he's just helping kick it off or whatever, we'll see. But
so, did you read the solicit text?
I have not. Was
okay.
Something juicy in there, Matt?
Well, yeah. So it says the Corps is back, and just in time for the deadly new Fractured Spectrum saga to kick into full gear. Join the newly formed Green Lantern Corps as they head out into the galaxy in order to stop Sorrow and his master from creating a power battery. John Stewart, Kyle Rayner, Jessica Cruz, Guy Gardner, Joe Mullion, and all your favorite Lanterns are back in the most incredible ensemble cast this side of the Cosmo. So yeah, so it seems like it's picking up threads from the Green Lantern book, and it's going to tell, you know, so whatever the Green Lantern book's, you know, shifting to under Adams, this seems to be taking some of that stuff, which is cool.
Yeah, that's cool. It's nice to see that we've got kind of a healthy line right now where it feels like we've got an Aquaman book coming back, we've got a second Green Lantern book, there's, you know, because of the Absolutes, there's at least a second Wonder Woman book just now. Like, it feels like there's at least a few of all the mainstays kind of kicking around. We have a Batgirl book that's very good. I mean, we've had one issue so far, but it's very good. Nightwing's still good. Like, it feels like there's a nice healthy line of books right now. It's not all just a bunch of good Batman books and then one or two other things that have slipped through the cracks, which is good to see. So Green Lantern 20 also solicited here. Jack Herbert on art for this one. And then we got Green Arrow issue 21. We got the Flash issue 18. Obviously, I do wish the Flash was, you know, more for me right now, but it had a long run where I was really into the Flash as a book. So I guess one-off season for this current team is enough to live with.
No, that new suit's not doing it for me with this. Some of these cover artists, and just.
Yeah, I hate this new suit they've put Wally in.
and it's looked fine in the small chunks that we've seen it, you know, but in like
no, it hasn't. I said it was bad the last issue it popped up in.
I didn't mind it when he popped up in All In, and I'm trying to think what else we've seen him in. Was it Titans when he said he couldn't be part of it?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
That sounds.
I didn't mind it, but on some of these covers, man, it doesn't look like a Flash suit. It looks weird.
I don't know if I agree it doesn't look like a Flash suit. It just looks like a shit Flash suit. Anyway, Black Lightning issue 4. We got Detective Comics 1094. We got Action Comics 1083. John Ridley's doing that next arc after Wade's time is done. This will be his second issue of 3. And then we got Catwoman 73. We got Black Canary Best of the Best issue 4. That's the Tom Kick and Ryan Sook book, which will be starting this month. Yeah, it should be because it's issue 4. So yeah, it should be this month. Batgirl issue 4, ongoing from issue 1 was very good. This cover is very nice as well. Cass in the rain, wiping her bloody lip, looking ready for a fight. Don't fancy whoever she's going up against. Speaking of Cass, Birds of Prey issue 18, Kelly Thompson with Jean Cabal on the art. Maybe that's Juan Cabal, maybe.
I don't know. It does look like Juan. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Tough to say. Interesting. Is that a wraparound cover that I'm seeing here? Because it's got a wider spread.
It says connecting covers by Dan Panosian for 18 and 19. So.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, cool. We got Harley Quinn 48, Poison Ivy 30. Also got some kind of wraparound cover here.
Yeah.
By the looks of it. We have Nightwing 123 with Dan Waters and Dexter Soy. We got Batman and Robin issue 18. Same as the current team right now. Probably still wrapping up the arc that we're currently in. We got Titans issue 20. Two-Face issue 3 as Christian Ward and Fabio Veras. And then we got Challenge of the Unknown issue 3 by Christopher Cantwell and Sean Isaacs. We got JSA issue 4 by Jeff Lemire and Joey Vasquez. Issue 1 was pretty good, so
There's a Doc Midnight cover that looks like Grundy in the shadows. It looks really cool.
Yeah, he's got like a harsh light above him, so he's in silhouette kind of thing. Yeah, it's very. Sure, it's almost like that classic Hulk cover with Banner in the front and like Hulk behind him.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like that with Young Doctor Midnight and Grundy. The Question All Along the Watchtower issue 4 by Alex Segura and Cian Tormey. The first issue that's next week, I think, if I remember correctly. So.
Sweet, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. Metamorpho the Element Man issue 3 by Al Ewing and Steve Lieber. Oh, I forgot this was Al Ewing. Yeah, get in.
Yeah. And again, Steve Lieber, we've talked about this again. Perfect kind of artist for Metamorpho.
Yes.
So
yes,
this will be great.
Inspired choice. Also, what's this Kill Bill thing in the second cover?
Let's see.
There's someone dressed in the Kill Bill outfit, which I guess is the Bruce Lee outfit, but
oh, yeah, it is. I see it. He's also just like Indiana Jones.
That's true, yeah. Okay, I didn't even notice the Indiana Jones. I just immediately zoned in on Kill Bill.
And it looks like the caveman. I forget his name. Is just as James Bond. So it looks like they're leading into like some type of actiony tropes.
Yes. Cool. Yeah.
It's so funny. If you want to know the difference between mine and Pete's brain, he immediately saw Kill Bill. I immediately saw Indiana Jones. So there we go.
Yeah. Shazam issue 20. Written by Sina Grace. What's this?
Oh, that's new.
Special guest writer stops in to tell a special one-off story, so it's just a one-off, just to fill in. I'm actually pleased because I didn't want to lose Josie Campbell, so I was worried there for a split second. Art by Dan McDade on this one. But yeah, so cool. Jonathan Kent, son of Superman, is in Philly when something funny happens to the Rock of Eternity. John is caught in the lightning and transforms back into a little boy. Okay, that actually sounds like a fun little story.
Yes, it does.
That sounds like a good time. So, yeah, I am glad though it's just a one issue thing for Josie Campbell.
And that's no shade to Sina Grace, right? It's all the love to Josie Campbell.
Yeah, I mean, I do not know what my opinion of Sina Grace is. I don't remember. I'm sure I've read something by them before, but I do not remember.
Yeah.
Power Girl issue 18, Leah Williams, David Baldian. Batman Superman World's Finest 36. Geez, this book is going much longer than I thought it was.
Is that Floronic Man? That looks like Floronic Man. Yep, there he is.
Yeah, Floronic Man. Oh, is that Hush as well in one of the covers? Did Hush?
There's a bunch of Hush covers.
Is it just because just to celebrate Hush 2 happening?
Yes.
Fair enough. Batman Dark Patterns issue 3. That's the Dan Waters book.
That's right. I forgot about this one.
Yeah, and then we got Batman Robin Year 1 issue 5, which we don't actually know how many issues that is, but yeah, there you go.
Doesn't say Somni Clayface. That's enough to get me excited.
Oh sure, yeah, Clayface is all over the cover, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Batman Long Halloween, The Last Halloween issue 5, with Bill Sienkiewicz on this art. So cool. Batman 610 Facsimile Edition, 611 Facsimile. Those are both Hush issues, aren't they? Yeah, they are.
Yes. Yep.
Batman 89 Echoes issue 6. Maelstone Universe Shadow Cabinet issue 4. DC Horror Presents Creature Commandos issue 5. Green Lantern Dark issue 3 of 7, it says here.
Okay. So that's new, right? We didn't know how many it was doing.
We did not know that was 7. I think we thought it was 3 or 4, like a lot of other Black Label books. So this is I mean, technically it's not Black Label, but it basically is, right? Elseworlds and Black Label are very overlapping in terms of what they are.
We're going to use it interchangeably, so get used to it, people.
But our first issue was pretty good, though, so I'm cool. I'm cool with that many. DC versus Vampires World War V Darkness and Light issue 1. This is a one-shot, which is coming roughly in the middle of this second book. They did this for the first series as well.
Yeah.
Although... yeah, it was basically to give the regular artist a month off, I think, last time, and it's probably doing the same here, so fair enough.
We got Alfred as a Green Lantern in the Vampire Universe now. So that's fun. I thought it was Sinestro until I read the text.
It's never occurred to me how Alfred and Sinestro do kind of look similar until this moment, but that's funny. Jenny Sparks issue 7, the final issue of that, coming in February. And this is curious, Superman The Last Days of Lex Luthor issue 1 reprint, or a second printing to be precise with the wording. That to me suggests that issue 2 and 3 are coming soon.
Yep, March and April it says.
Oh, it actually says that in the text. Oh, fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yep. So yeah, smart to reprint this, I think.
Yeah, someone said they had to do it to remind people that it was a book that was coming out.
Yeah, no one would have bought issue 2 if they didn't reprint it, I don't think. Now we already talked about issue 1 when it came out, so we ain't going to talk about it again on the show. However, I suspect that I might reread it before issue 2 though, because I've forgotten everything that happened in it. Yes. So yeah, so that's the plan. Mad Magazine 42, Little Batman month 1, issue 4, Scooby-Doo Where Are You 132, Saga Swamp Thing 37 facsimile edition, Sandman 8 facsimile edition, Crisis on Infinite Earths issue 11 facsimile edition, Detective Comics 31 facsimile edition, and then we're on to the collections. So just quickly running down these, we get DC's Misfits of Magic, a soft cover. We have DC Finest, Batgirl, Nobody Dies Tonight. This is some Cassandra Cain stuff from the 2000s. 500 pages. This is Batgirl issue 8 to 27. Tell me there was one that collected issue 1 to 7 and like maybe some stuff leading up to it, because that feels really weird to have this big huge book starting at issue 8. Yeah, they don't number these in volume numbers, so I assume there was something preceding this though, otherwise that's really weird. But cool. DC's Finest, Superman Family, The Giant Turtle Man. Okay.
I just love the title. They gave it a subtitle. It sounds, it's very silly.
DC's Finest, Peacemaker, Kill for Peace. That's 640 pages. These are all like 500 or 600 pages, these books. Wonder Woman Blood and Guts, DC Compact Comics Edition. That's a New 52 book. New Frontier Compact Edition. Plastic Man No More hardcover. So they're giving a hardcover to that book, which we're waiting on the final issue of. We have from the DC Vault, Death in the Family, Robin Lives, soft cover. We got Absolute Batman, Haunted Night. So that's actually the first of the Long Halloween lineage. Is this is the collection of the 3 Halloween specials they did before Long Halloween. DC Pride box set with, I assume, all of those Pride one-shots from the last several years. Yeah.
So this 3-book set features hardcover editions of DC Pride, Love and Justice, DC Pride, The New Generation, and DC Pride Better Together.
Yeah, okay. So, makes sense. Batman Elmer Fudd, Deluxe Edition, hardcover. That's like, isn't that just like one issue?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what else is in here.
It's 96 pages, this hardcover, so there must be some extra stuff. It's got a backup story, apparently.
It says backups in the backup story by King and Byron Vaughn's Batman must outwit Elmer Fudd, who's dead set on claiming a trophy during Rabbit, they did the whole thing. This edition collects both stories for the Batman Elmer Fudd special in full color and black and white, and features an introduction by King. I don't understand why, just reprint the single issue again. I don't understand why this is a 96 page thing.
No, I get why they don't just reprint the single issue, because people who buy books to put in bookshelves don't buy single issue comics necessarily.
True.
There's an entire market who won't buy a single issue. This is for them. That said, though, I have to laugh at putting the entire issue in it twice, but once in black and white to inflate the page count is a stroke of genius. Very good. Booster Gold, the complete 2007 series, book 2, 440 pages of Booster Gold.
It's a very good book. I highly recommend it.
Dark Knights of Steel Deluxe Edition. So this is the original Dark Knights of Steel series. Almost 400 pages, deluxe hardcover. Gotham City Year 1 soft cover. I presume that already had a hardcover.
Yes, I believe it did.
Yeah. Green Lantern Silver Age Omnibus Volume 2 new edition. So it's just a reprint of this. Funny enough, I think Green Lantern was the very first Silver Age Omnibus they ever put out way back when.
Okay.
So cool. And it's basically the rest of it, because after issue 75, which is what this goes up to, it's where it became like Green Lantern, Green Arrow for a while.
Hard traveling hero stuff.
So that kind of follows on from there. Harley Quinn Volume 3, that's softcover. Justice League by Scott Snyder and James Tynion 4, Omnibus Volume 1. So they're doing this, I assume, in 2 volumes then, because I don't think it was long enough for 3. So it's got first chunk of it's got No Justice issue 1 to 4 as well, which leads into this. It's got a couple issues of Aquaman, which are in Drowned Earth, one shots and whatnot. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right. Justice League New 52, book 2. So this is 550 pages, soft cover. This is 18 to 23, but also all the tie-ins to Trinity War and a lot.
Yeah.
Are we into Forever Evil stuff here, or is it stopping right before that?
I think it's stopping right before, because it also has the Shazam backups in there as well. God, it's hard to read what all these are. Yeah. So it has Shazam backups. So it's got all the Shazam backups, even though the first batch of them all came from before issue 18. In fact, most of them came from before issue 18. Okay, interesting. So yeah, it's kind of a weird collection in that sense, but probably because Shazam factors heavily into Forever Evil, so they wanted to get it out there before they started all that stuff. Yeah,
clearly they decided it would be better to have it all in one of the books rather than split over 2 of them, but it's just it makes for an interesting or a weird list. Like, it's weird to have a 550 page book collecting Justice League, and there's only 6 issues of Justice League actually in it, because the rest of it's all issues of other things that are tying into it.
Feels kind of like the problem with the New 52, right?
Legion of Superheroes 5 Years Later Omnibus Volume 1. 1,400 pages. Jeez.
Don't drop it. Don't drop it on your foot.
Nightwing Rebirth Omnibus. This is Tim Seeley and co. What's this going up to? It's going up to 49. So it's going up to just before Rick Grayson. So what's funny about that to me? Well, I mean, it doesn't even say Volume 1, and rightfully so, because technically this is all a Nightwing Rebirth. Because after this you're into Rick Grayson, and then after that you're into Tom Taylor.
Yep.
So you can skip Rick Grayson and just get the eventual Tom Taylor omnibus that I'm sure will happen down the line. So that's fun. This is almost 1,500 pages, though. This thing is huge.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out why it has a Suicide Squad thrown in here.
Oh God! Don't try and. I mean.
Yeah.
You're asking.
I mean, I understand why Batgirl and Batman and those are all tie-in stuff, right? And even Tech, Green Arrow. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff in here.
Yeah, there must have been a crossover with Suicide Squad. What was funny though, this is from the era when we were already doing the show, so you can go back and find out. In this very series, you can go back and find out what happened if you find the episode with Suicide Squad issue 26, assuming we covered it, which we may not have, because I don't think we were reading Suicide Squad at the time, but we might have read it if it was a tie-in to something.
Yeah.
Batman Justice Buster Volume 4, softcover. Punk Rock Jesus, softcover. Suicide Squad The New 52 Omnibus. Man, I remember when omnibuses first started being a thing, and the idea that, like, they would be getting omnibuses for New 52 and Rebirth stuff felt like oh, that's so far away, because we only get omnibuses of old runs, but we're actually at the point there where some of this shit's like 10 years old, so like, yeah, it's omnibus time. So, yeah. Were people into the New 52 Suicide Squad? I don't remember anyone liking it.
I think so. That's what introduced Deadshot and all that, and Harley, and, you know, kind of switched up to what people expect of the Suicide Squad now. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's up to issue 30 and some tie-ins. I assume that's when the book ended. So it's the whole thing, seemingly. And that's the Solicits. That's all of February Solicits.
I mean, not a lot of new stuff though. We had Green Lantern Corps, right? We had Zatanna.
That was pretty much it. Just those two, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, nothing too new to break down. So here we are.